Hi, today I'm going to show you some new things I found from the flea market. Every Sunday I go to the flea market and I buy different things. Some are for my collection and others I try to sell at higher price. So let's see what I found recently. The first thing is Palm computer. This is the grandfather of today's smartphones. I actually have two of them. This one is Model 5 and the other is Model 5X. They are very interesting devices and I will do a more detailed review of them in the future. Both work, but the big problem with them is the batteries. There is no way batteries would survive from the 90s to this day, and there is no way to easily replace them. The devices are glued. There are no screws to open them. This is a Model 5. This one has a working battery. I suspect someone replaced it. Model 5 has 2 megabytes of memory and Model 5X has 8 megabytes. Yes, it's pretty small memory, but the apps for these devices are also really small. By default, they don't have many apps installed. The default apps are calendar, calculator, reminders and phone book. You need to install more apps. But the connectivity of these devices is very limited. No USB, no Wi-Fi. The main way to connect is with infrared. I don't have an infrared device on my computer. I searched on the internet and found one for $10. But I decided not to buy it. Instead, I bought this, again from the flea market, for $10. Two laptops with built-in infrared devices. I need some help from you. If you know how to open this laptop, please share in the comments. Because there is something like a button here, but it doesn't do anything, and I force open the lid. That's not the right way. This laptop works, but needs a lot of cleaning. Actually, I like the other one a lot more, but the other one unfortunately doesn't work. The other one is HP, and it's more interesting because it has so many connectors for different devices. I really like the old fat laptops. The modern ones only have USB and you can't connect your old retro devices. It has a parallel port, VGA, mouse and keyboard port. It has a S-video port to connect your TV. It also has a floppy drive. I will try to fix it, but if I can't, I will have to sell it and keep the other one. At least until I find another more interesting vintage laptop. The next thing I bought is something not so interesting. It's an HP computer. Nothing special. Not too old to be retro and not too new to be useful in everyday life. I buy such computers to sell them at slightly higher price. I actually like them. They look very nice inside, all made from metal and well sorted. They are well made and I appreciate that, but they are useless today. I got the card reader from it because my current computer doesn't have a card reader. Also, from all computers that I buy and sell afterwards, I take the hard drives. This is a free way to get hard drives. Because I shoot a lot of videos, I have several other channels, also do photography, and constantly I need free memory to store videos and photos. Speaking of computers, the next thing is this motherboard. I bought it to sell it, but maybe I screwed up. It has some old RAM and old dual-core processor. The special thing about the board is the sound capabilities. It has 8-channel audio and an optical output. But there is one big problem. There is a broken chip here. I tried the board and it works. I also checked the chip on the internet and it turns out that this chip is for the internet port. With such obvious damage, I can't put a big price on it. Next thing is this pocket planner. I really want to have one to save my passwords for different websites. I screwed myself again because the device works in German, and in German it's useless to me. But I liked the green color of the display. Next is an external hard drive. I bought it for $1. It has bumps and dents, but it works fine. I will use it to transfer big files between my computers. And one thing for musicians. This is a metronome tuner. The metronome plays a beat that you set. You can set the speed and the pattern of the beat. The tuner mode shows you what tone you are playing or singing. Very useful device for musicians. I also bought 2 Walkmans. I thought they were interesting and expensive because they look retro and very 80s style. But when I checked on internet, I saw that the prices are not very high, even for pieces in excellent condition. So I screwed up again. I also bought a VHS camera, and I love them and hate them at the same time. I love that retro style of VHS video, so I've bought a lot of these cameras in the past, and none of them worked well. They are made so cheap simply because they used to be very expensive technology, and manufacturers save money on materials and good quality, so they are able to achieve an affordable price for ordinary people. When you hold these cameras in your hand, it feels cheap. The plastic is cheap. There is popping sound when you hold them. Everything seems to bend slightly. Most manufacturers put their own connector, and if you lose the cable, you can't connect your camera to the TV or to an external power source. I hate this. I really hate this. Because right now you can't find these cables. Most of the cameras are without these cables. Also, these microphones, they are always broken. Always something is broken here. I completely give up collecting and shooting on VHS cameras. Maybe I will buy the high-end reporter cameras that have all the connectors, run on a standard 12-volt battery and are made of metal. So I will sell this camera. The last thing I'm going to show you today is Logitech mouse. What can I say? This is the most comfortable mouse I've ever held. The problem is that 3 fingers must be placed on the 3 keys. These days we only use 2 fingers on the mouse. If you try with 2 fingers on this mouse, it's not comfortable. It's very comfortable to put the 3 fingers on the 3 keys, but I have to practice using the 3rd finger. This mouse has a ball, not a laser. This is very old technology and it's really amazing way to detect the mouse movement. From here it opens and you can take the ball out. Sometimes you have to clean it when dust gets inside. There are rollers inside that are rotated by the ball, and sensors inside detect this movement. Actually, it's very nice mouse and it's working better than my current mouse on my computer. That was the video for today. I hope it was interesting to you, and if you want, you can subscribe to my channel. Also, you can support my channel and my work in Patreon. Also, you can check my other channels. I will put links in the description. Thank you very much for watching.